gumgirl. Who is gumgirl? I have no idea. This is just a song that came up in my suggestions. And I was saying when I restarted this channel and thought, hey, let's try doing some reactions again. I was like, I'm going to try checking out some stuff that I haven't heard before. And this song has only got 2,000 views at the time of watching, and it came out 4 weeks ago. So it seems to me like the sort of artist who I like to cover on my main channel, Back a Broadcast, a smaller artist who needs a little bit of, a little bit of love. So I'm going to be in here to show some support. Now, the song is called Petrikor. Basically, it's like called by Petrikor. I have no idea what Petrikor is. I'm reading the katakana. It's like Petrikor, but I don't know what that is. So yeah, that's just phonetically what it is. So anyway, maybe someone, if you know gumgirl, you can tell me what that is. I have no idea what this is though. So I'm kind of excited. As always, we're 100% honest on this channel. So even with a small artist, I'll be constructive. I hope I like it. I really do. I listen to so many different genres of music that YouTube could suggest absolutely anything to me. So fingers crossed it's going to be something I like. This is kind of an experience. I mean, I guess if I posted it at all, I couldn't have that many mean things to say about it. All right, let's have a listen. Honestly, no idea what I'm getting into. I don't even know if this is a band or literally one person. Let's go. That's a nice grungy style. We're going into pop rock territory for sure. I'm liking the indie looking music video. It did wait for you a while I love that sort of throaty bass sound. I love these low budget videos which are just kind of walking around Tokyo. I'm assuming it's Tokyo. If you ever go walking around here at night, it's that kind of nostalgic feeling. You feel like you're in a low budget Japanese music. It's a nice vibe. Yes! Catch it. I hope you do it. I'm liking how the second verse it's a build up, the drum beat and everything. And the dual vocals. Really melody focused song. This is cool. I'm worried, she's so drunk looking, I'm worried that this video is going to end in some tragic way. She's walked past that same car park like 3 times in this music trailer. Limited amount of B-roll footage, I suspect. So she missed her train because she stared at it too long, and now she's walking home. I'm assuming she chose it. All right, I've got to give that a lot of credit. Yeah, first of all, just talking about the scenario, I do like the scenario. I've been in that situation late at night as well, where sometimes it's so beautiful and it's safe to walk around Tokyo at night. I mean, I guess there's always some bad stories or some bad areas. I mean, I live in an area full of like, well, should we put it this way? The organized groups of people who you wouldn't necessarily want to bump into, they work around my area quite a lot. And yeah, I still feel really safe walking here like 2 or 3 at night, and so in the morning. So there's been times where I've been like going home, and I'm like, you know what? It's an hour walk. I'm just gonna walk back. Or you get your change at Akihabara, and Akihabara is like an hour walk back. I'm like, I'm just gonna walk back. I'm gonna cross the river and walk back, and it's nice. So in a way, that's the vibe I get from this video, and it's really cool. But moving on to the song. Okay, so smaller band, no doubt about that. And so smaller bands, you're not expecting all the high production stuff. You're expecting something which is kind of garagey recording, very raw, very honest. And in that sense, yeah, it's kind of cool. There are a lot of bands, especially in Japan, who start off with this kind of sound where it's like low distortion guitars, melody focus. There are a lot of bands in this particular space that this group are clearly operating in. So it's a very difficult space. I say this very much for this kind of sound. These sort of melody, I don't want to say MOR because a lot of people think MOR is insulting, but that kind of soft rock, rock and roll sort of territory, and like the metal bands. These are two areas where there's a lot of bands at the moment. So they're two very competitive spaces to be in. So when I hear bands like this, I always think it's harder for them to make a name for themselves. However, as far as things go, I mean, they've got a lot of things going for them. It's a pacey song, which means that they're not just sort of like lulling around it. They're like, trying to make something which is engaging. Just from this one song, sounds like a really engaging group. The dual vocals thing, that always helps when you've got two vocalists. It's nice because it adds extra layers to the sound. You've got a simple sounding, straight contemporary band. Two vocalists is just more different sounds, more different timbre that you can add to your songs. The two vocalists have relatively similar voices, but relatively similar ranges. But it's nice hearing them playing off of each other. And the song itself was catchy. It was melody focused. So this wasn't a song that was like hugely punching full of loads of nuance. It wasn't like there was like lots of little complicated little details happening here and there, but instead what it was a song that didn't get overly complacent. It had its changes, it had its like quieter bits, which launched into the louder bits, meaning that, there was a bit of contrast, which always gives the, when you've got loud bits and quiet bits, and this sounds so obvious to say, but quiet bits make the loud bits louder, and loud bits make the quiet bits quieter. Bands who just play songs where it's like all the same, it's like always just loud, 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 or quiet, quiet, quiet. Variation makes everything better. So it was nice to hear a lot of variation of the song. The song went through different things. It had a good catchy chorus. It had a nice melody. It had multiple vocalists. For a small band, don't know how long they've been around. I'm assuming they're relatively new. This is a nice start. This is good. I can imagine. I already know several people in our community. Several people in our community who I suspect would probably like that. So I might just share this on Discord or just talk about it at some point. But yeah, this was cool. I enjoyed it. So as always, get in the comments. Tell me what you think. Nice band. Hopefully we'll catch up on them a bit more. Loved the video around Tokyo. I know a lot of people do those kind of videos, smaller bands. They're cheap to do and they're always interesting. I love the little touch. I really love the bit where she threw the umbrella. And even though I said it, just the bit where she almost just didn't catch it, bounced off her fingers. I thought that was a really nice touch. Because we've all been there before. You're a little bit drunk, a little bit confident. Just twirling your umbrella. It's like, oh, I dropped it on the floor. Pick it up. I liked it. It felt like it had a heart. This felt like it came from a place of honesty. It had a real heart to it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Be interested to see how this band develops, how they grow. I think they've got room to build up more of a unique sound of their own, but this is a really good, strong starting place. So anyway, like I said, I've said this about 5 times now. I keep on thinking I'm about to end this review and then add something else. I liked this. It was good, enjoyable. Get in the comments, tell me what you think, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.